the magic of not believing. Now, I'm in awe of this rock. Well, I know it's not really rock. It's part of an old tree. We'll get to that one of these days. But look at all the life. And in here, little creatures. And this green moss, lichen. And the artwork. I mean, it's like, now I don't believe I'm here. I'm here. There's a big difference between knowing and being and believing. I don't need to exchange one belief system for another. I don't need a belief system. And it's actually in the word belief, it's be a lie. Be lie. It's in there. Be a lie. Look at the word. Look at the spelling. Look at the phonics. Tell you what's going on. And English is a spellcasting language. It was created that way. So, when you're believing, and everybody says, what do you believe? And I believe this, and I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything anybody tells me. I don't believe anything I ever learned in school or read. I'm so glad I was just having a great time in school. Anyway, yeah, because music, when I was a little kid, there was all those really cool, because they had a lot of the arts and all of that sort of thing. So anyway, the magic of not believing is you're actually tuned in to the divine, where the real magic works. The fake magic is done by illusion, hypnotic trance, fear, guilt, all mind programming. It's subliminals, it's force, it's punishment, it's bombs blowing up, destroying, blah, blah, blah. This is all the symptom of a fake God that people are serving. It's psychopath. That is not the original creator, divine mother, father, how I call it. A lot of people just the divine father. Well, that's fine. The feminine is the Shakti. It's the creative. That's the soul. Yes, spirit soul. And you have, and it's not really a balance between male, female, not like that kind of a thing, because people think of bodies. They're qualities of our being that we're labeling that really have nothing to do with the qualities of our being. So then we limit everything by what we say it is and what we believe it is and the box we put it in. So all these people going, well, I believe this and you ruined my belief, and if I don't have my beliefs, but you don't know. Why do you need a belief? Like, do you know how to cook? Yeah. Do you believe you can cook? Well, yeah, I believe it. No, you know you could, right? Oh yeah, right, I know. And the whole key in manifestation is knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt. And the shadows of doubt are always their focus to keep us confused so we don't know who we are. And that happens in any kind of relationship where you've got a dominator and the dominated. You've got one, in a sense, living off the other, trying to prove that the other needs them when they need the other. And I wrote this one book, and I call it Prospering Choices. I really just made a few copies. But anyway, and it came from these stories, children's stories that I got from India, ancient wisdom. And it taught about how to discern. And I was never taught discernment in education in any way. You're taught, oh, you're going to see the good in everybody. A lot of so-called New Agers. I just see the good in everybody. Yeah, you can get to the real heart of who everybody is. But whether they know it and whether they're manifesting what you hope they would or not, you have to observe and watch and perceive where people are and what's going on. And people say, well, I don't judge. Well, the mind judges, and the mind is really based on like and dislike. Love has no opposite. And some say, oh, the opposite of love is fear. Why? Because no, love does not have an opposite. Like and dislike. Lust has an opposite. So like, lots of like and lots of dislike would be hatred. And there are two sides of that same duality that's always going. And that's where the hypnotic trance comes in. It keeps us, like the ticking tock of the clock and the watch going this way. That way we're watching it. So we're in the mind going like, dislike, that calculating, analyzing. And so this keeps us in the unconscious, running us through the thought system. And then that's generating the feelings or the ideas, and we're giving the power to that. And because we're eternal, we're an eternal energy source. And so you might say that mind virus, fear-based, that only can live in our mind, needs us as a spirit soul being, eternal energy source, to focus on the fear and the guilt, and to keep us just continuing to do that throughout eternity. And the problem with and in a free will kind of a construct that is made, that you have to accept and consent to everything. So when a person is saying, I'm believing this, you're giving your power to these that you don't know anything about, and maybe you've never looked at. Somebody told you, a blind faith, and you go to question it. Boy, you get in trouble because everybody knows it. It's a belief. People can say, well, they went way out into space in these pictures. All I see are these little pictures. I can't go out there. That's not true. I have to trust these people that lie all the time. I'm not trusting anybody. See what happens? Trust yourself. And that's not trust your mind. You can't trust this thinking machine that's keeping us in this hypnotic trance of judging, evaluating, feeling good, feeling bad, dejected, excited. And no, you want to stay enthused. You want to go beyond, above that duality, where you're not playing these sides. You're staying centered, and you can perceive what is, because you're intelligent, you're a good divine being. And then the key is, how do we free ourselves from any kind of a relationship or situation where we don't have our full freedom? And yet we do. We're always free. And in every moment we're choosing. So the magic of not believing is that I never believed I could do anything. I saw that was happening, so I just started going in that direction and did it. That's really how it works. I didn't go, oh, I believe I can make it. I believe I could get a talk. I could believe I could do it. Oh, I could believe. If you believe, you're lost. And it's promoting all the song. Like when you wish upon a star. What am I wishing upon a star for? A star's not as powerful as I am. No. And we give all the power away because I believe I'm a this. I'm a Capricorn. I'm a Sagittarius. Really, that's too bad. Would you limit yourself for? Label. I want to belong. I want to have an identity. So I'll take all of this stuff and put on me who I am, which becomes a virtual reality that is played on. So when the magic of not believing is like, this is magic. This is beautiful. This is, wow, kind of a pinkish granite. Oh boy, really cool. There's a cool movie, There Are No Forests on Earth. Really interesting documentary. And what I like are doing things that blow my belief system. Because then it pinpoints for me where I accepted what I was told as if that was an absolute, when the only absolute are you and me, spirit souls that we are, our divine supreme creator, divine mother father, spirit souls. Yes. And so I don't have to believe a thing. if there's something you want to do that resonates in your heart, not in the mind, but this is this is it, folks. This is it. Make sure you don't get on the promise of the way out. In that sense, no. You want to be in your original position, in your original state, in the divine. And how you do that is start being there now. Get into the divine, listening, appreciating, breathing it in. Wow, acknowledging. And it's not the forms, it's the creativity that is how we animate it. We animate dull matter. It's just like how in the Vedas it says how the Supreme Being just glances on matter and brings it alive. Yeah. And that's what we do too. So when you glance on it and you believe it and you give it your power, people are fighting wars for beliefs. They don't know. Somebody else told them all this information written by humans in books, and then threatened if you don't believe it and you don't accept it, then you're going to hell, or you get to go to heaven if you're good. Oh, good. It's again the red and the blue pill. Who's making the movies? So how you stop is stop believing. This is it. This is about you and your divine self. Not choosing some virtual reality where we merge ourselves or allow it ever to be for any promise of some kind of savior from any situation. Go within. That's where your power is. And when you're there, you don't need beliefs. You witness the wonder of it. Instant manifestation. Instant.